Welcome everyone to Bitcoin Spike. This is London. The market certainly has us excited about $21,000 for Bitcoin. We're going to go through the details. Very interesting. We covered essentially these moves in our preceding videos. I want to shout out to the VIP, our top level of membership. This is London, former hedge fund owner, non-SEC, private. Guys, to let you know, this is not financial advice. If you are a trader or you want to become a trader, guys, we trade. So we welcome you to join our top level of membership. We talked about the reversal pattern. We discussed this. If you guys were watching, paying attention to the other patterns in play, we've been giving you updates. This specific reversal pattern is in play. It's active, guys. So it's nice to see some positive price action. I had set some specific targets below yesterday. Obviously, my orders did not get picked up, and we're challenging, I'd say, some very crucial structures here. Okay, this is a crucial structure. A descending triangle is currently being challenged. Typically a bearish feature to the downside. We would expect that a bearish feature on the downside. I do want to, in terms of the result, I would shout out to the VIP today, to the VIP who were trading. Now, why would I shout out to them? In the back, we caught this move just perfectly. The VIP know this. We caught this move just beautifully in the back today. A lot of positive trades booked. We called this level of support in the back. Just hugely important. Guys, if you would go ahead and hit the like button, let me know that you are here. I would love a shout out as well. That would be great just in terms of the chat. Just liven things up a little bit. Let's be VIP and a good group, guys. It's nice to have you in the mix. I'm so excited. We caught this specific move here. Boom. In the back, guys. It was huge. And the important thing about that was the level of differentiation. I always say check your candle wicks. The candle wicks had us completely off from this level at the lower time frames. We've gone through. Sorry for that. I just had to plug my phone in, make sure that it's charged up. But looking at the differentiation here on the lower time frames, it was an importantly just huge pickup. Guys, it was awesome. Just a great way to slam into the market today. Shout out to No Torque. I know you were trading in the back. You're like, let's go Bulls. I know that you had a long, essentially trading that level of support. Hugely important. Now, how did I get that? In terms of that post we made in the back today, was looking at, let's go to the hourly. But you guys know I did a parallel channel carry down from the top, boom, on the larger time frame, on the hourly, boom, just from the top, boom, to the bottom. Guys, level of support, bam, just nicely done, okay? Because the difficult part was it appeared due to the trajectory on the bottom, and just tuck this away in your toolkit, okay? The parallel channel carry down, boom, played beautifully. But if you looked at this level of support along the bottom, guys, this was difficult. Looks like we were gone down and away. Very important, right? So congratulations to all those who booked trades in VIP, and you guys who are not VIP yet. Congrats on your journey. We hope that you continue your journey in the market that is profitable for you. That's our hope for everybody. Old VIP, if you're tuning in as well, we hope you're doing well in the market. Never wishing anybody to do poorly. I'll tell you that. That's the VIP way to be. So this specific reversal function, we see a level of resistance, and the ones who watch frequently, you know this. Level of resistance, flip to support. This line, resistance, boom, to support. This line, resistance, boom, to support. What's the next move? We need to know what's the next move. We have a challenge in this area. Currently, we have a challenge. I'll map this out for everyone to see. It's quite a challenge. Let's clear the let's clear the technical drawings. Clear the tape and pay attention, please. Pay attention. This is crucial. This is a big deal right now on Bitcoin. People talking about the bottom, etc. Are we there? Let's talk about where we're at right now. We're in a rising wedge. Okay, the rising wedge, bullish or bearish? It's always the standard is bearish. Let's look at this. You see the rising wedge here as well? Boom, to the downside, right? Let's look at, let's go down further into the time frames. I want to demonstrate how many rising wedges we have had and how many of them have been bearish, okay? Rising wedge currently, copy that. Rising wedge in this area, you guys will recall that very recently, boom, to the downside. You see that rising wedge? Level of support, level of resistance, right? Operated up and over for a moment, and then bam, to the downside, right? Another rising wedge here formulated, challenging the preceding rising wedge. but you don't want to enter into a long, particularly you guys on heavy leverage, etc. And you are welcome, Luke. I'm excited to have you in the mix, brother. I'm excited that you're VIP, and you're welcome for the TA. We got to stay on. We have to stay. Pardon for that. It's my phone. We have to stay on top of the market. We have to. Nobody's going to do it for us, right? Nobody's going to do it for us. I'll tell you that. So you're welcome, Luke, and it's just awesome to have you in VIP, bro. It's going to be a good Q3, Q4, without a doubt, third and fourth quarter, and. Shout out to Luke and his family. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're just rocking and rolling, brother. So I may have a few beeps here on the soundboard because I've got I need to recharge the phone. We've been wearing out batteries right and left, and VIP. Everybody knows that. It's just been we've been tearing up the TA. It's like we gotta stay plugged in. Now we're gonna go through a little rising wedge. Kind of just a review here real quickly. Looking at the parameters, looking at these parameters, even through this, we'll take a look at this in terms of this rising wedge here. We're always going to pay attention to a level of resistance rising and constricting there with level of support. Boom. You see this feature here. What happened? Boom to the downside. Okay. We even have another rising wedge here, and you'll see these guys. You'll see them drawing them out. Identifying them is not always easy. Boom to the downside. Rising wedge up and over. Challenge. Boom to the downside. Rising wedge. Boom to the downside. Bearish, guys. Generally a bearish pattern. Look at the way on the 5-minute chart that Bitcoin has been handling them. Rising wedge. Some momentum up to the upside over the resistance. Difficult. Boom. Corrected through the level of support, okay? Then a challenge up and through and another rising wedge. The important feature I want you to pay attention to is this move from the resistance, boom, through the support. This is the crucial area. This is the problem if you're looking to just long, blindly long right now. I want to get into 100X. I want to roll into it with some cash, guys. Be careful. Liquidation right around the corner from each and every one of these longs, period. You guys know that. Rising wedge again. You want to get into a long? Boom. Absolutely liquidated. Okay, so this is the common. This has been the common price effect, the common price action with every rising wedge thus far. Boom to the downside. Literally, guys, every rising wedge, multiple ones in the last several days. It's just been the consistent. It's been the one constant. We have a rising wedge in this area as well. You'll see rising level of resistance. The sellers on resistance. Buyers on support in a constriction on support with that level of resistance. Boom, down below. The second one, boom, down below. You guys see we're in one right now. And it's not easy to dial back and take a look at what you're seeing. It is currently we're in a position where people want the price to go up, right? We're looking at the NASDAQ. I have to say the NASDAQ's in a beautifully bullish looking pattern. Without a doubt, guys, the NASDAQ is just rocking. It looks like it's in an ascending triangulation. It looks like nothing can stop it, right? But as we look at these patterns, I want you to be aware. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5. Guys, look at this. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rising wedges. There are more of them. Okay, there are more rising wedges. Okay, but that's 9 in the preceding. What is this, about 6 days? Where are we at now? 6, 7 days? What are we at, 10 days? Time goes by quickly. Since this first one, right at 10 days. Okay, so 10 days. It's been over a week and a half. We've been in this zone. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rising wedges. Each of them, with some exceptions to some price action up over the level of resistance. I'll just say this, guys. Extremely dangerous to enter into a long here. Extremely dangerous to power in and say, this is the one that's going to make it. So 8 to 9 of them in a row have proven extremely difficult for the bulls. Now, we're in a pattern formation here, and we want to talk about the 4-hourly. We have to go to the 4-hourly, please, on your charts. Make sure that you are tuned into the 4-hourly. And we've got some MACD issues that look really nice on the daily, guys. They look really nice. You guys know that. We were looking at the MACD in the back of and MACD on the daily looks nice. It's either going to create a problem in terms of a bearish divergence, or it's gonna keep looking nice. I'm going to tell you that MACD on the daily. We'll review that in just a bit here, but let's look at the MACD on the daily just to review this. We have just as of yesterday, we have started to round up. Okay, we started to round up in terms of, and this is going to be what's going to happen, guys. In terms of the MACD rolling over to positive territory, that would be great. But what we want to catch is this rounding here. Boom! You see this light scale, light purple area, dark purple, light purple. Boom! We want to catch this, the momentum shift, band to the upside. Okay. Now, to the extent that there is a pattern divergence on the daily, please pay attention to this. Just to note such, what do I mean by a pattern? A MACD versus price line pattern divergence. What am I talking about? A MACD versus a price line pattern divergence. Well, essentially, what I'm stating is the following, that we have technically a rising wedge on the, while we're seeing a positive shift in terms of the momentum, a roll up. Let me just make sure that you guys can fully see this on the MACD. Let's get this. Make sure that you guys are on a big screen TV. That's part of the reason why you need to be on big screen. You'll see the shift in the MACD, rolling positive. We are in the process of rolling positive. I say it with a bit of caution, and I want you to know in terms of a price line pattern divergence, meaning the following. Meaning we're in a specific pattern on the price line on the daily, which is generally considered to be bearish. Okay? It is a rising wedge on the daily time frame. Thus, this has bearish implications while we're experiencing something that is bullish, i.e. MACD going to the upside. Thus, we have a MACD to price line pattern, okay, pattern divergence, right? We have a bearish indicated pattern on the price line on the one daily, whereas we have MACD swinging to the upside, right? So there is a conflict there, right? In terms of the expectations, general expectations that we would have in terms of the operation of the price. We have we have an issue, right? We have things that are headed in the wrong directions. If we take the rising wedge at face value, the general conclusion from a rising wedge is break to the downside, bearish, whereas we're getting a positive swing on the MACD. So the other way to look at this is positive swing MACD is going to beat the bearish. Guys, we take this for face value always. Believe what you see on the screen. I always, guys, that you need to, that's a new one we'll cover, but when you see something on the screen, believe it. All right? Aside from what you want to occur, what you think should occur, what you just read about on TV or in an article, when you see something on the screen, technically on the screen, believe it. Okay, that's an important aspect. We'll believe as well, like the RSI, the CCI, hugely in attractive territory. It just is. But to the extent that we would go from the daily to the weekly, it's down on the weekly, and at some point, I'll tell you, the buyers are going to be very interested in not the weekly but the monthly. All right. As the extremes develop, the buyers, the traders will push from the 5-minute to the 1 hourly, you guys know 4 hourly, daily to the weekly to the monthly, right? So very important. Just look at what you're seeing, and I'm just going to bring this to your attention in terms of the rising wedge on the daily, because to the extent that we can operate up and over it, we're excited we'll have a target to the downside. If this fails to operate as we would expect, we will target this specific level, okay, with a short, okay, 21,220. 21,200. This level, if this fails to operate as intended or as generally it's supposed to operate. You guys know that. If we get a surprise in terms of that specific feature, we'll target this to the downside. Now, looking at additional rising wedges, right? What do we have on the 30 minutes? Okay, let's look at the 30-minute. Let's go to the hourly. Let's go to the hourly and take a look at the specific feature here in terms of the rising wedge that we have determined here. Let's say here in terms that I've just drawn out here. Level of support strongly indicated. If you're just tuning in, hit the like button. Shout out to the VIP. We caught this move in the back today. Very exciting, guys. Very, very exciting. How did we catch it? One more time. Brought a parallel channel. Yes, guys, on a larger time frame, brought a parallel channel. Boom. Very easily done. Boom, boom. Shout out to Torque in the back. He was ready for the bulls to go. Was exciting to see that. Let's talk about something else bullish and exciting right now. Instead of instead of just rising wedges. I put things in the context of what needs to be discussed. If I get your attention, or if it puts you off that, well, we just want to hear positive pricing, I know you're not VIP. VIP are all about hearing the right answers, hearing about the full technical scope of things. Flat top resistance, ascending line of support. We had a beautiful, guys. We had a beautiful, I'm saying always look for that flat top, you know that, but a beautiful ascending triangulation along the level of support. Hugely, hugely important. We're excited to have traded that in the back. You guys know that. And I have been saying to keep an eye on any in the back. And I tell the VIP a lot. If you're not VIP, you probably don't know what we're saying. But this flat top resistance, ascending line of support, we did dig through this specific level here. Boom, to the downside. Keep an eye on that. We abandoned a target along the level of support. Happy to do that. I know that you guys are trading. I know that you're doing well. And let's look in terms of an expression, in terms of where we currently are as we look through rising wedges. Just want you to be aware of their significance in your trading. Okay, the pattern target has not been met yet. The ascending triangulation, the pattern target has not been met yet. We have the Elliott wave features in play. Okay, those are in play right now. We can discuss those. I may do a video on those just to make sure that we get a full scope review on that, something we can rewatch quickly. Okay, so to the extent that we have a breakout and we have formulated a bearish structure therein, it imputes and implies risk. You guys know this. It is the definition of risk, right? Where we're heading to the upside in a bearish pattern. Can it occur? Sure. Demand function kicks in. Is there enough presence, support on the level, essentially demand on the level of support to kick this up to its target? We just clearly failed thus far. We're trying to get into a nice pennant formation, a little bit flat in terms of the bottom, in terms of the assessment. Always looking for the pennant here. If you will look at your screen, guys, you'll see this, and I'll clean this up real quickly. Look at this. In terms of the expectations for the pennant, we see the rounding here towards the end. That's giving us the impression that we have that symmetrical triangulation, right? What we don't have is really the ascension, right, in terms of this level of support. As we would match this up, we have nearly this specific flat bottom support here. A lot of action going on with descending triangles, with flat bottom supports. VIP know in the back, this is prime real estate to pick up on Bitcoin. You know this. The traders, the more you watch in the back, guys, in terms of the DM restricted zone, the more you watch Bitcoin trading, right, you're going to see this, guys. You're going to see, boom, pick up at prior support, pivot, boom, boom. Continually, you will see buyers on Bitcoin, bam, come right down to that level of support. We're seeing that so frequently, and it does frustrate the general conceptions of technical analysis in that a descending triangulation is typically bearish. You know this. So we have to deal with that concept frequently, or with that challenge in terms of the presentation to the traders. We have to deal with that presentation frequently. 15-minute, you have the symmetrical. All right, 15-minute is nice, arguably breaking out as we speak. That candle wick, we cover that function first, okay, just to let you know we cover that function first, just to show you the maximized price action. What is the extent of the maximization of the price action, period? When you go to the lines, depending upon your time frame, but on every time frame, you will be consolidated away from the extent or the maximum of the price, which is demonstrated on the candle wicks. Candle wicks show all the price action. Period, okay? And the absolute high here, the absolute low here, period, okay? But that high and low, let's say on the 15-minute, will match up with the 1 second nearly exactly. There will still be a small difference, small difference on, let's say, the 1 second between the line and the candle wick. But as you go from the hourly lines, just to review this, the hourly lines, you'll see the actual candle bodies comprising the line. Okay, the candle bodies comprise the line. Okay, the candle wicks comprise the line at a lower time frame. This is the hourly. So the wicks are demonstrating to you what the price action is on the lower time frame on the lines. You got it? Very important. Very, very important. Let's look at this hourly. This is good stuff here. Hourly. Where are we at? We are currently at the second hit along a crucial level resistance expressed by the 200 exponential moving average. We tested this specific level frequently, let's say, guys, frequently between the hourly and the 4 hourly, and really marching on down as we're in a less aggressive stance through these phases on the lower time frames. We'll see the 100 and the 200 come in all the time on BTC. So we're currently pushing up and trying to muscle through, okay, the specific 200 moving average on the 1 hourly time frame. I'm in a long. I know a lot of you are currently in a long. I have not released my long position. Looking at the, and I've got one from this zone here towards the bottom, and another one from, where at, guys? Within that $40 or $34 to $35 in this zone on support, and another one in this zone here. Boom. With other trades executed. So looking at the framework, we are in an ascending triangulation. We are excited that we were able to catch the level of support in the back, right? As we look at the constriction here, or the restriction, as we would look at, let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Easy does it with the time frames. Don't get too carried away with time frames. Just relax. Find your favorite time frame for now. Make sure you check your candle wicks and proceed, right? With TA, proceed with tradings, proceed with your 100 rounds. Big deal, guys. Let me take away this big rising wedge again. Let's make sure that we understand where that is coming from. The rising wedge feature on the number of time frames, 4 hourly, 1 hourly on down, rising wedge, okay? And that's a crucial aspect and component, because I'll tell you, the more flat that we get in terms of a rising wedge, the more flat that this can become. And it's not bad on the 4 hourly. I think you guys will agree. We don't have a real strong slope to the upside, right? The more flat that this becomes, the more bullish it becomes. So to the extent that it is slightly raised, it does represent a challenge. Okay, we're looking at a contact on the 4 hourly on the 50 moving average. So the 50 exponential really moving average is coincident on the 4 hourly with the 200 exponential moving average on the 1 hourly. You'll see an overlap, guys. You'll see an overlap between the exponential moving averages and how they align themselves from time frame to time frame. Very important. The 4 hourly 50 exponential moving average, okay, in orange here, we're at that level of resistance. On the hourly, you'll see that you're currently along the 200 on the hourly time frame. Okay, so looking at the framework, I was just excited that you guys are trading big returns, just it's nice to see that kind of green on the screen, guys. You're doing just great. Shout out to Venus, you got some good trades. Shout out to Anthony, I know you're trading well, saw some returns. Pathfinder, everybody in the back, Sean, Luke, just saying, guys. Vlad, what's up, homie? What's up with Chris? What's up with AJ Crypto? What's up with Frankie? What's up with Amos? What's up with the whole crew, guys? What's up with Venus? What's up with Marge? Marge, what's up? What's up with the guys? You know, Jubal. Who else we got? We got, I mentioned Jay. You guys tell me who else we got. Torque in the house. What's up, Torque? What's up? I just got to think. I'm not looking at a list. Like, I could look at a list and probably just do this. No problem. You guys know. Pathfinder. I think we said Pathfinder. What's up, Pathfinder? With Freddie. We talk about returns. Freddie always. Kent Gifford in the house. I left a lot of you messages. You guys know this. Potential for an ascending triangulation here. This is exactly, by the way, real quickly while I'm looking at this. This is exactly on the 12-minute. I'm bringing up the 12-minute because it's very close to the way that NASDAQ is currently just parked. NASDAQ is parked right now in an ascending triangulation. We can look at it in a minute if you guys want to. It's just, it's a nice pattern, guys, a really, really nice pattern. So in terms of the group, guys, it's just Leo. Dang it. I'm just starting to think, who have I left? I'm like, Leo, what's up, Leo? My man, what's up, Leo? From Australia, down under, the land down under. And it's cool, huh? The land down under. And you got into VIP when BTC's at 20K. What's up? Nice. That'll work, huh? We appreciate you being a part of the group. And glad that you just joined. Anybody else who wants to join and become a VIP, learn your trade setups, learn the real stuff from the market. Let's look at the NASDAQ real quickly. You guys will appreciate this. And Venus shouting out, great to be VIP. She says, thank you, London. You're welcome. Venus, really excited about just you being in the group, everybody in the group. I'm really excited about it. Now, here you go. This is sweet, guys. Nice pattern on the specific. Let's see, the time frame will be a bit dependent, but I mean, the NASDAQ is just taunting everyone. I'm going to tell you guys that as you look at this, we have a correlation. This is the tech sector of the U.S., okay? So you look at the NASDAQ, people talk S&P 500, the Dow, well, guys, the NASDAQ is the tech sector. So Bitcoin tech sector makes sense. There's a lot of overlap in terms of technological, et cetera, categorizations, pardon me, et cetera. So a ascending line of support, flat top resistance. Looking at this thing, it is sweet. Boom. All right, so it's doing exactly what BTC did earlier today, which is capitulate just beyond that level of support. Now we're going to need, boom, move to the upside. You guys know this. We're going to need that move to the upside, right? We have a small pattern here towards the downside. We need to stay off of this underside target. We're in the midst of breakout. We don't need to go here. We do not need a Friday with the NASDAQ off. Looking at this pattern, it's a strong pattern. It's a strong pattern, guys. Everybody's taking notice of this pattern. I just tell you, preceding high here, noted, okay? To the extent that you would want to push into, I'd bring up for the hypothetical, guys, scenario B. Okay, to the extent that you would want to settle into more of a framework here of a larger ascending triangle, we would explore such. However, that's a nice pattern on the NASDAQ. And you see BTC. But notice she was just pushing, wasn't she? She was just pushing when we went to the NASDAQ. And now she's just calmed down, right? Such is Bitcoin. Catching that spike, not easy, right? We work our tail off. You guys know that. We work our tail off. Last night I told you guys I got my orders below at the golden pocket. I got to tell you guys, when I sleep sometimes, honestly, when I do sleep, I got to park my orders below just to rest. I got to tell you, it's part of what I do. And if I say something, I'm looking at this level below, et cetera, I want you guys to know I'm literally parking orders below so I can rest well. I know if it wants to dig down massively, beautiful, no problem, right? A little bit of differentiation here. I recommend that to you guys. If you're stressed out, you can't sleep, the market's got you, man, park some orders down at a golden pocket. Pick that 86, do something nice. Do something nice for yourself, okay? It's a lifesaver. I'm going to tell you guys, in terms of that's a lifesaver. Just park your orders below, relax, chill, right? Let it go. Let the price come down to you if you so choose, if it so chooses, right? So at the apex structure, near the apex structure, this red is the big kahuna. That's the big ascending wedge. We're breaking out of, this is BTC. We need some muscle. Guys, we need some muscle. You guys got some pocketbooks with some muscle in them. I know you've already been demonstrating that along the way here, but pushing up into the preceding level of support to resistance, that's going to be the question here. As we see the breakout, we want this to fly high, period. What you want to know, we want this to fly high, boom, okay? No question about it. Not trying to hype it, but what do we want? We want this to fly high, okay? That's just the bottom line. Looking at that 50 on the 4-hourly, again, 50 exponential moving average. Looking at the 200 on the 1-hourly. Make sure that you add in, go to your technical indicators, Venus, add in multiple time frame EMA, okay? Add in multiple time frame EMA. I also do like Lucid SAR, LUCIDSAR. I think you know that from the back. Everybody knows that from the back. So pushing up into a preceding level of support, potentially to resistance and up through an apex. I want to tell you guys, in terms of, we don't look at probabilities are difficult. This is a difficult move. If it wanted to push further laterally, it could be a little bit easier of a move, okay? To the extent that it just requires muscle, and we have an upside target, though, if you are involved from a lower level, you have nothing, you're not sweating, okay? This is the good thing. You're not looking for an entry. As we looked at the back today, and the entry was here. What a beautiful entry, guys. Congratulations to the VIP, etc., on that specific channel formation that we had. We're coasting. Literally, you guys are coasting. I had a technological issue today. I wound up closing some longs. Still did brilliantly well on them. By the way, guys, it was a brilliantly well on them. They're extremely satisfied. Very happy with the trade day today. I know that some of you guys are as well. Very happy with the last, just anytime we catch a level, it's just so easy. Buy at support. I mean, people want, it's just so funny that people want an answer. It's just so funny. Isn't it interesting, the dynamic, the psychology of the market? People will show up. Is it going up or is it going down? Is it at a level of support? Okay, if it's at a level of support, categorically, right, that gives you I say a strong possibility it's going to go up. Boom. Nice job. VIP. Excellent entry. Boom. Right? And what do we have here? Like I have a support entry here. Boom. Booked that. Beautifully well done. And appreciate the, I don't know, guys, I appreciate everything in the back because it helps, Torque. It helped today. You being like, Bulls, where you at? That helped. Hey, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. We got to get on this. That's the VIP dynamic that helps, guys. We're at support. I draw the support line. You guys get going. You guys get that energy together. Boom, boom, right? Nice channel line structure, by the way. We covered channel line structures, guys, over the preceding 2, 3, 4 days. This week, we really were heavily in the back about channel line structures. You guys know that. Elliott structures. We dealt a lot with Elliott today. Looks like we're pushing up nicely. Get up and go. Let's roll. Push through that. Push through that apex. Get up and get busy. Good job. Good job. So in terms of this, you have to just look at these pickups that we were given, guys. The pickups were just phenomenal. Boom. On support, guys, it is the best. It's the top tactic for a reason. Buy at support. Period. And what's this one here? Buy at support. Period. It's just, as you look at the framework, it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Does it, guys? Like, not at all. What was the beautiful entry from below that we caught, guys? Now, that one pushed. This one pushed. We caught this underneath support because of the pattern formation. But looking at this, if you guys will look at the entries here, this is brilliant, guys. This is literally brilliant. VIP, what we're catching in the back, guys, what we're doing in the back, etc. This, we caught this. Boom. Pattern formation. We caught this. Boom, to the upside. Bam. Entry. I traded this out here. Boom. Back in this zone. Bam. Already a 2x, and then, you know, a multi-x, guys. What is it? What's the percentage? Is it 15x now or something in terms of the return? Boom. But buy at support. If it pushes, learn to deal with support, right? Learn how support's going to push and throw the traders around. Get them to release. Learn what a throw under is. Boom. Learn what that is. When a level of support, boom, crashes through. On a descending level of support, throw under. Okay, you see this frequently. Bam, through a level of descending support, crashing through. All right, you see this frequently. Get used to these. When you see a level of descending support like this, get used to this. Boom. All right. So pick up. Bam. Pick up. Boom. Pick up. Bam. That's what's up, guys. That's what's up. Congratulations to the VIP. I mean, what's up? That's just nice, guys. And I know that a lot of you are trading, but it's just nice to be able to look at the map here and be like, 1, 2, 3. It's just like the lows. We're hitting the lows. How are we doing that? On support, right? So the market's been very kind. But you see how people will say, well, that must be easy. Just buy at support. You got it right. 2 preceding pivots, boom, into this level, right? Well, that must be easy. You'd say this level, that must just be real easy at this level. It is easy, right? What is it? 2 preceding pivots, boom, boom, bam, at this level. And then, oh, well, that must be easy here. You got it right. 2 preceding pivots, boom, boom, bam, entry there. Okay? So, yeah, everybody hears that, sees that. You're like, we can do this. You bet you're right. We can do this. Guys, this is what we do. This is what VIP does. Boom. Nicely done. So we want this to sail. Huh? We want this to cruise to the upside. Glad to be streaming tonight with you guys. My cell phone's charging a little bit. So Venus, sorry. Luke, sorry I'm not interacting right now in the chats, but you got my attention. You got my eye. If you guys need anything at all, you let me know. Confirm you have your Fibonacci set up, period. I need to know you guys have double-clicked on your Fibonacci once you've drawn it on the screen and add that 65th and that golden pocket. For hourly, let's look at 4 hourly time frame. The wicks, we worked a little bit today on the wicks on different time frames, etc. Right? We had a level of resistance here between these 2 pivots, level of resistance. Then we had another level of resistance between this specific dynamic candle wick, a little bit higher. Okay, so we have differentiation on the candle wicks, preceding wicks to include or exclude this. Also, we have differentiation on the line to the candle wick in terms of a top level of resistance. Right now, we're completing an ascending triangulation, and we're coming off of a line of support. How just, you guys, it's brilliant. It's just, I say that not for me at all, but just in terms of the trading, it's just in terms of the presentation this week, etc. Because we've had a lot of variables ongoing, some patterns that are not extremely well known, a lot of information to cover, etc. But as you look at it, guys, we came out of the chutes, boom, boom, on this early in the week, right? Trying to develop, again, that micro, and it even fits well within the concept of the micro to intermediate to macro, doesn't it? As we saw, we were in a micro here, etc., to intermediate to macro. Bam. Very, very well done. So I'm excited when a week comes together like that, and we're heading into Friday. You guys know this. We're heading into Friday. Another VIP weekend. We're going to be trading. What are you guys going to be doing, huh? We're going to be trading. Yo. I love when people ask me what I do. Like, man, I got the coolest trade group. It's like I belong to it. I mean, literally, I just belong to it. Like, that's it. Like, what do you do? I belong to a trade group. That's it. That's my function right now. Like, we're having a blast. We're trading. We're having a good time. Coolest dudes and guys and girls around. It is that. And especially while equities are down, etc. It's like I look at some people that are just maybe recovering a percentage of everything that the Hiroshima event that they lost, and with us, I'm like, man, it's another day. It's down 15%. We're loving it, right? Huge returns, and if it's up 15%, we're loving it. Huge returns, right? That ambiguity, those the move is around the corner. Just relax, just wait. The patience while things are developing, the pattern formations, those times when we'd like to be at a pivot, we'd like to be at a pivot point, or we'd like to be at a break point, right? And we're just not quite there. We have to wait to get to support, wait to get to resistance, or the pattern isn't quite in formation. It's those times where you just have to remember, man, just 4 days ago, price went down 15%, right? Yeah. You guys nailed that move. You absolutely nailed that move. VIP were all over that, huh? That was sweet, huh? That was a big move, guys. I have to piece together back how we all got involved in the short, but boom, that was huge, right? We were talking about that in terms of the let go, etc. That was just a big move, right? I took a little bit early towards the top, really prepping into this zone here. I remember that. Just I think I had some things to do or something. Anytime I'm not fully, I'd say this. Anytime I'm not fully absorbed into the market, I don't have any problem letting my trade go. I just don't. Now, some of them I'll carry them up. Like a sweet entry from here, boom, I'll carry that up. A nice entry from here, boom, I'll carry that up. Some entries from here, let them go today. I just really wanted to be on par and fully focused on the market. I got back in here, right, in terms of another entry. So carrying 2-3 longs right now, and I know that you guys are booking trades. What's that last that I had put in? And you guys have got trades in excess of what I'm trading right now. I'm just certain of it. You guys are just rocking and rolling. Venus, nice to see you putting the triple digits in mid-level triple digits right now. It's nice to see. Really appreciate you working on that aspect, because it's crucial to look down and say, wow, I just got a 5x, I just got a 10x, I just got a whatever that may be. Working on your entries. Let the details be the details in terms of how much you may be involved in the market in terms of capital, etc. Let that equation work itself out. Once the consistency comes around the horn, right? Once it comes around the horn. And looking at the price action to the upside, 21,238. It's just been a strong day. These are the days when you're just, guys, the weeks, these are turning into weeks where we're excited we have a trade group. You guys know this, right? Everything's going in the right direction, right? Well, it's going down. That's in the right direction. Don't worry about it. That's exactly where we need it to go. Well, it's going up. Hey, that's in the right direction. Hey, that's exactly where we needed to go. You guys know that, huh? In terms of that, let's look at the 848%. That's my active trade recent 19,799. So that was in this zone on this pickup. Boom. And I made the video. Is it a perfect trade? It was within $40 or so of the pickup on support. And I want to inspire people a little bit. I want to, if you think that's not a perfect trade, you ought to see this trade. This is a perfect trade. Bring it on. You guys know this, okay? If you have the perfect trade, bring it on. I want to hear about it. Like, let it, if you see that London thinks it's a perfect trade, bring it on. What do you got? Let's see what you got. Right? That's the kind of crew that this is. It isn't like, oh, no, this is, period, the perfect trade. But within $47, it's hard to get picked up if you're much off of that. So it was literally just razor's edge, 848%. That's a nice trade. So in a real trade, active trade, still ongoing. So, I know that you guys are trading. I know you're doing great. And focus on that, because now you'll think, okay, a perfect trade right within that zone, that razor's edge. We're on the razor's edge in terms of beating the order book. Okay, how close can you get your entry? Okay, how close can you get your entry in terms of picking up right on support? And we say buy at support. Sometimes it's just right under support, right? So let that manifest itself in terms of or sink in as you would look at the ramifications of that, looking at the need to pick up on support. Again, we caught this level today in the back. I wanted to hit the go in the pocket below. I was looking for $19,000. A part of me is I need to rest at night. I decide, well, okay, great. What is she going to do? Well, I've got my longs in play. I have a short in play from the upside here, and that's fine. I have a short in play. If it stops out even, I'm fine. Beautiful. It was an insurance trade. An insurance trade entered into for the long from here, entered into another long here, another long here. And you guys know in the back, these are just levels that we're consistently bringing up to VIP. So congratulations. I know you guys are trading. But that's the idea. The perfect trade, that video I put out, it's within that just razor's edge, guys. Just the number of dollars, just a short number of dollars. You're literally on support, okay? It's not, well, I buy the dip. You don't just buy the dip, guys. If you buy the dip, you're going to get hammered in this zone, right? It's going to keep dipping sometimes. So you don't just buy the dip, right? You're going to buy a dip down $1,600 and 7.49%, right? Identify the patterns in play, right? Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets, okay? In terms of the rising wedge feature breakout from the ascending triangulation, flat top resistance, ascending line of support, buyers came in at this level. I want to shout out to No Torque again, because, brother, what's up? I'm excited about your trading in 2022. Just real thrilled about that. It's going to be fun. We're going to get it done. I think your car is in the mix today on the top there. If you got another shot or anything else you want to put me in the car, but if you want to put any other photo up on top there, you'll see Torque's ride. It's a nice car. So any other photo that you guys want in that collage we got going on the top there, I see Sean there now. You let me know. So again, the tendency of Bitcoin to pick up at the preceding low is a frustrating factor that you'll have to get used to, because she produces so many descending triangulations. Because the buyers like to come in at that preceding low. You guys know this. Yeah, guys, it's almost any single preceding level of support hitch. Boom. Whether it be a candle wick or a line, buyers just are attracted to pick up at the preceding level, that horizontal level of support for an additional entry. It's just commonplace. You guys know that. Not always, but frequently we see that. So it gives a dynamic to a lot of the patterns, okay? And you'll see some variability, etc. But looking on the candle wicks, it's just a real flat level of support. Boom. We see this frequently. So it gives the dynamic of consistent descending triangles, okay, which are bearish, typically bearish. This is the characteristic of Bitcoin. It just is. So we're used to that in the back. We're used to that VIP. You guys know this. And we're just, if you weren't used to it, you're getting used to it. Now, we're going to discuss the potential for a return to this level of preceding resistance. We did a nice confirmation. You guys know that. We did have a nice confirmation. Dug into the preceding level of resistance just a touch. Bam. Okay. To the extent, though, that we frequently see a return to this level of preceding resistance, just note such. Once up and over, just if you're going to hammer into a trade up in here, this was the sweet spot, guys. These were the sweet spots down below, right? And FOMO can get you in trouble, guys, because one move against, let's say, a surprise with, guys, NASDAQ looks perfect right now. We could have a surprise. You guys know anything can happen. We've had nothing but down weeks. So it'd be a surprise NASDAQ can put together a positive week here, clawing back from the recesses, right? From the depths. It's in a nice ascending triangle as well. BTC 4, I'd say, was the front runner. You guys know, last 24 hours, BTC got ahead of the curve, got ahead of equities. Equities caught up. You guys remember last night, the futures, which that's the market status. That's the market status. Equities, the market status before the exchange is really open. Okay, so the futures, if we say the futures are up for equities, you'll see typically if they're up, you'll see a strong open for equities, right? You'll see that equilibrium established once the market is open, boom, in line with the futures. So that's that forecast of the market when it is closed. And so BTC was up last night. We note such before equities really turned around and got green, right? Everybody's screen turned green. They were excited, right? Very excited. So we have this lower threshold. We could do a bit of just always keep this in mind. The regression tool is a nice tool here. Just the regression tool provides you with some a little bit of a variable, or let's say a variation. Let's just say a variation from the standardized trend lines, and you can move the standard deviation. It's calculated, period. So you don't have to worry about much, but it is calculated to give you a different flow of the entirety of the price action. What else might you be looking at that right off the cuff may not seem real intuitive? Always just throw around your regression trend. Just try and do that. Make sure that you understand the mid-level here, right? We have a little bit of a mid-level in terms of a challenge to the downside and to the upside. And just make sure that you're comfortable with that. It's under your trend line on that trend line menu on your trading view. So yes, we are up into the apex now, potentially even more of a dangerous zone to trade into. It's just the truth. Now, VIP are not releasing their longs. I know that they are not. However, we understand this to be a very it's like the horse is running, don't stop the horse, right? You just don't want to fall off the horse. You guys know that. And if you fall off the horse, you want to fall right onto another horse. That's the idea. If you ever heard that. If you fall off the horse, you want to fall exactly onto, boom, seated on another horse, okay? That's the idea with trades, okay? In terms of your backup plans, in terms of scenario A and B, right? That is that's an old saying. I want you guys to find where that is. It's a good saying, huh? If you fall off the horse, right? You say I get wrecked. Well, if you fall off the horse, you want to fall exactly onto, bam, another horse, okay? And keep riding, okay? That's the mentality in terms of VIP. We'll say in terms of VIP. So level of support, level of resistance. We're looking for an upside target, amplitude measurement. Boom. We still have on the specific pattern here, we still have an additional 2.47% to go. All right. If we were to frame this out, what would we be looking at in terms of this? If we could stop, it'd be interesting if we could stop at this level, just an equivalent pairing or high, okay, to explore an additional ascending triangulation. We would not be upset at all if, and this is the same as having a target. Please pay attention to this. The same as having a target. When you guys look at a target, if it's the top line resistance right now of this channel, saying bulls are going to try to push price up to top line resistance, bottom line, okay, this would be the target up to $23,000. We'll go ahead and measure this just so that you understand the bullish mindset is, bam, we're going up another 8.45%, adding on another $1,800. And this is our target. Now, in terms of that, what is the likelihood or the probability of us reaching said target? Well, we have a target, right? It would be the top level of the channel. Now, in terms of reaching the target, we need a pattern to get us to the target. That is the framework. First, identify the target, period. What's your target? What top level resistance of the channel formation? Shout out to VIP, you guys in the back today. Again, just a review. If you're just tuning in, guys, VIP in the back today, boom, we hit in to this level of support along this feature on the hourly time frame. It's very well expressed in the hourly time frame, difficult to catch on the lower time frames. We had an exact picture of this, boom, for entry in the back. Extremely exciting. Want to shout out to all the top level members, top traders in crypto, period. Look at this, 845% currently. Very nice, very nice. In terms of the pickups 1 here, bam. Pickup 2 here. Boom. Pick up 3. Bam. 3 pickups on clear support. When I say buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, hit your targets, these are all multi-X trades, meaning not the leverage, the returns. Once you employ the leverage, the returns. Never be overexposed on any specific trade. We go through 100 rounds in VIP. You understand that. We go through 100 rounds to get you used to leverage with light exposure, guys. Level of support, and not all VIP trade very lightly. Once they get the hang of things, once they're consistent, then they move up. Not until then. So it's a kind of a proving ground, and it's just the right way to do leverage. We've seen a lot of wrong things happen to people in leverage, so we do it the right way. If you don't know how to set up your trades, if you don't know what a target is, how to work your patterns to get you your target, then you need to join VIP, bottom line. It's not a solicitation. It's just a fact, and we shout out to the VIP. So in terms of a target to the upside, yes, we would have this level of resistance, level of support, and bulls are trying to get to this level. Okay, this would be the natural expression of the specific, and I'm going to say an Elliott wave function in terms of the counting that would go on, right? Now, we do have the additional feature here in terms of what we had covered the preceding days, right, with this specific broadening, I'd say leading diagonal, right? This leading, it looks like a wedge, leading, expanding diagonal, etc., whatever they want to call this. Now, what did I bring up to you guys? So we look at what could facilitate us getting up to this additional 8%, 22,000, let's say close to 23,000. This level of resistance, what could facilitate that? Well, we talked about the fact that this is still in play. Please pay attention that this specific pattern typically, guys, if we take away the channel formation, this specific pattern is typically bearish. Boom, to the downside. Guys, this would be a big drop. Pay attention. This could be a big drop. But just understand, we'll go through the bearish scenario here that is dominating right now. This could be a 25% drop down to 15,000. Down to 16, really, 15.9, just to re-hit this level of support, okay? What we're looking at, though, is exactly the reversal process that I identified in the short frame video to let you know to combat this specific bearish feature. Yes, we have the inverse head and shoulders, of course. We have the inverse of the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, but we also have the specific reversal tactic, okay? The specific reversal tactic. Let's look at the, we can look at the hourly. This specific resistance, flip to support. The specific resistance, hit 1, hit 2, flip 2, boom, support cross trend lines. You know this. Then this third level feature right here, which is currently breaking out to the upside. Now it's breaking out in the form of a pattern rising wedge. Not optimal. However, we're getting up and over that crucial third line of the reversal. We identified this as the bull's methodology for beating that specific Elliott wave feature. All right, this Elliott wave feature in terms of that leading expanding diagonal. This is not kids play, guys. This is not the easy answer crowd. This is the right answer crowd. We're going to go through the institutional framework as it would apply. We know best to Wall Street. We take their materials. We just do, guys. We take them. We take the materials from New York Institute of Finance. We don't want those guys to beat us. You guys know that, right? So, and yeah, you guys are doing incredibly well, bottom line. So as we look at this, the apex feature, right, a little bit of a rejection from that apex, right? We were discussing that. It's a difficult area. It's a very difficult zone. And what we're going to be doing is the following. We do have an upside target. We do have a further upside target in terms of that 23,000. I'm just going to call it 23 would be golden. Right? It would just be golden. To get up to this level of resistance, again, would just be phenomenal. That would just be fantastic. We do have a bit of a lateral level of resistance here. Pay attention to this. Now, this is a King Kong pattern. Okay? King Kong has walked into the building, and he wants to know, what does this upward channel have to do with anything? Well, it probably has something to do with this specific pattern formation, the ascending triangulation, which is just recently formed. You guys get this. It's not like we're talking about 4 or 5 patterns. We update the patterns all the time because now we have a strong ascending line of support that the buyers have come in on. Yes, we have a variable top. We were looking for that flat top, and we didn't get exactly the flat top that we wanted. However, we do have a variable flat top, just a bit of a variance here, a variable here. In terms of not completely flat top, the NASDAQ is in a perfectly flat top. beautiful pattern right now on the NASDAQ. You guys know if I ever mention equities, it's not financial advice, period. I don't deal with equities much, guys, because Bitcoin's not a security. We enjoy trading it frequently. Congratulations, guys, on this pickup here. You were part of the pickup with the buyers on support to give us this framework. And I don't want to be overly bullish. I don't want to be underly bullish. I want to be technically accurate, period. With a move up to 25,399 is, if we can get the breakout, technically indicated. 17.26% to the upside from the point of breakout. Looking at this from the current price, that'd be a 20% move. A 20% move. Now, what needs to occur between here and there? First of all, guys, we need to show that the bulls can complete this move, amplitude, bam, and please pay attention. This is hugely important. Please pay attention. If you trade a lot, you'll know why I'm saying this. The specific level of resistance, level of support, understand the amplitude, carry up, easy stuff. Everybody knows that. Okay, great. Now, what do we need to watch out for here? The tendency of price to return to the preceding level of resistance, boom. Even from a completed target. Yes, boom. Be aware of the possibility for a return to prior resistance. I always say, show me a prior resistance. I'll show you orders at that level. Literally, guys, it's such a well-defined preceding level of resistance that orders are just stacked here, right? Because there's such a tendency to retest the specific top side of an ascending triangulation, which can serve as a base or foundation for future price action, okay? Now, that is complicated a touch by the fact that the breakout of this micro ascending triangulation, again, a brand new feature that we just have within the last 24 hours in terms of this ascending line of support. So this is a much more familiar, better pattern for us to discuss, right? We like this pattern. You may say, well, it looks like a cup and handle to me. Well, that's, guys, it's an ascending triangle. We'll take an ascending triangle over a cup and handle at any point in time. A little bit of a curvature feature here, but we'll focus on the ascending triangulation. Now, the ascending micro here should get us up and out of this level of resistance across the top. Okay, should get us up and out over the threshold. So to the extent that this specific micro triangulation can flip the macro triangulation, okay, level of resistance, then we could be free and clear of this return to function in terms of the danger it would present, especially if you're entering into a short, I say a long, it's going to depend, guys, depending upon whether or not you're playing this level of resistance or the breakout in terms of the long. We'll just say that. I won't get too complicated right now. We definitely won't talk about hedging right now. But as I would talk about this specific feature, if you're getting into a long in this zone here, let's just stick on the long side. If you're getting into a long in this zone here, all right, the potential, because we just carved back in through this top level resistance, pay attention, guys, we just carved back in on an ascending triangulation here, back into and through the level of resistance. You guys know that as part of the confirmation. We dug into it a bit. This could happen again at this specific top line level on the macro. However, guys, pay attention. However, if we were to traject to the upside and then begin to carve, there could be some additional pressure to get back down to this level. Just mind yourselves of that, because I know that orders are stacked upon any ascending triangulation. Leo in the house. What's up, Leo? Nice to see you, brother. Let's go, VIP. Leo, brand new VIP. What's up, my man? We're talking about ascending triangulations, potential breakout, and possibly a 20% move technically indicated for Bitcoin, right? A big potential move. What's up, right? We're excited, guys. 25,399 would be a great move for BTC. Of course, we're going to have these specific levels to the left. We're going to have to conquer all of these levels, and it's going to be interesting because this is nearly a flat top in this zone as well. Please pay attention. Yeah, there we go. The real Nick Ball's in the house. Good to have you here, Nick. It's time to join. What's up, bro? What's up, Nick? Hope you're doing well, boss. Hope everything's going real well. And yeah, order book short, this, that. There's gonna be extra volatility, and we don't have to tell anybody about it, Nick. That's the best part in terms of VIP. That is VIP space you're in. So, Nick, you gotta call me, and you gotta DM me, call me, and you gotta figure out how to get in VIP, bro. We welcome you to VIP. I know you're paying attention. We got good stuff, huh? Nailing this today, by the way, just to brag about VIP today. Boom. Helping establish this specific boom line of ascending support to give us the formulation of this specific pattern is VIP, guys. It's what we do. We hammer in. We're bulls, guys. We typically are loving short price action. We'll take it. We will, that 15% down, boom, beautiful day, right? Beautiful day. In terms of the feature here, level of resistance, thanks for the input, and I'm very particular about this space. I want you in this space in terms of with the badge. You got to have the badge, brother. Very important. Level of resistance, level of support. I want you to have one because it's cool. I got one. I got one myself. You guys know this. But what we're going to talk about is the potential for breaking up over this specific level of resistance here to get up and over this. Boom. You guys got this. We need to break out up and over this and eliminate this return to function. I call it a return to function. VIP in the back, you know this because it's so frequently that we return to preceding resistance is just almost automatic. At this, we have, is it 90% of the time, Luke? Depending upon the market scenario, it can be up to 90% of the time. We see this. Sometimes it's so automatic, guys, it's literally like printing money. If you're on the short end of things, it's literally like printing money. Now, the one caveat is, and Luke, you know this, Luke VIP for, what is it, a year now, looking at this specific confirmation, boom. We have a bit of a variability as well here. Like in terms of this, was this a specific triangulation? Maybe it was confirming back off of a triangle with a descending line, et cetera, et cetera. It's just, I'll tell you that 4 hourly, this will be before the launch. I'm like, guys, this 4 hourly chart looks seriously nice on the candle wicks, period. Looks really, really nice. New housing, new PC is done being built. I'll jump in good. My current rig is too unreliable to trade accurately, and you're living in two homes. Oh, no. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Anthony? My man, what's going on? Yo, Nick, I got an extra rig, man. You got to DM me. I got an extra rig right here. I know you're rebuilding or whatever you're doing. DM me, man. I got an extra rig right here, right next to me. It's got a 30, 60, or 70 or something like that. Just let me know. But, yeah, that's no fun. DM me if you got stuff going on. You're good people. You're old friends, so let me know. So level of resistance, level of support, boom. We want to prevent this collapse back down into as we're challenging, and look at this again, guys. We're challenging the 50 EMA on the 4 hourly, which turns into the 200 on the hourly. The crucial aspect and component, first of all, is having lower entries on your longs. Boom. You guys know this. Having lower entries on the longs. Like down here. Yeah, down here. Like right here. Like right here. All of these pickups were at support. One pushed a little bit below, right? We know this. But in terms of the new pattern development, we just need to be careful because if you're scaling into, either scaling into in terms of raising your margin, I'll just say raising your margin exposure, you can't really tolerate too much of a, guys, I don't want it to be uncomfortable in terms of your position right now, today, depending upon future price action as well. Don't let it be uncomfortable. I always tell VIP, please listen to this. Like if you're looking to get into a position that could literally move against you and you're going long and it could move 3.57, 357. Literally, if it could move like that against you, boom. Literally, guys, if it could move like that against you to retest prior resistance, guys, it's just a return to function. We see it frequently. Don't want to talk bearish into the market. We just see this so frequently. Boom. To retest this level. There are orders stacked right here. There just are. Guys, we see that so frequently. Same will occur on this larger macro and hopefully the amplitude. This would be the hope of the bulls. The best, and I say this all the time, the best that the bulls can deliver. The best that the bulls can deliver is this amplitude function to the upside to break through the top line resistance. You guys get this? To break through the top line resistance, get us up and over and flip this to support, and we leave essentially this target behind. Boom. We leave the underlying target behind, as I always tell you, right? Any target that is within, and this is where we start talking, guys. Any target that is within, let's look at this. Any target that's within a preceding formation is typically less likely, let me square that up, is typically less likely to get hit, right? If it's protected by a level of resistance. Thus, this is going to be the very best the bulls can deliver is up and over this level of resistance to protect any new longs that are in the market, period, because you don't want to be entering into your long position necessarily in this zone, which would be typical, and this is the nuance here. This is the detail, right? we would love to trade a breakout of an ascending triangulation. I mean, if you trade a lot, you know this, guys. You love this area in here. You're happy to park in a some people will park in a I know VIP will flash trade this on a short. I keep saying short at a line of resistance. It's just natural. But today it was a 2x. You guys know that right here. Boom, boom. We had a multiple 2x's here on any resistance. It's buy or long at support. It's short or sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and hit your targets. Period. You guys know this is the way to be. So you can flash hit your levels of resistance. You'll probably hit it was a 2x today. I mean, so I just don't want to leave that out, period. But looking at the framework here, if you're getting involved in a new trade now, just be careful. When I say comfortably, operate comfortably in the market, there's something about getting hyped up. There's something about getting excited, okay? There's something about saying, well, we're bullish, all this stuff. When you're actually putting in your trade, however, and you get serious about the amount of money, okay, and you decide that this is, I mean, guys, it's no hype. It's serious stuff. You decide you're going to scale it. You're gonna really get involved heavily in a trade. All that trade needs to do is move against you. Boom, guys. And it can still go in the direction you need it to go in, but all it has to do is whipsaw the heck out of you. Wham! You're gone, guys. And I'm telling you, whether or not it's $5, $5,000, $5 million, it's gone. Period. And between the guys, the 4, 5, 6, or 7 or 8 figure trades, yeah, they're around this group and have been in terms of preceding trade amounts. Period. 7 figures, right? 8 figures. Period. So looking at that dynamic, just don't ever be in a situation where your loss, guys, or your margin is not comfortably expendable. Period. Understand that phraseology, guys, that specific terminology. Comfortably expendable, okay? Not that you convince yourself, well, I'm just going to be willing to lose this money in the market. I'm satisfied I could lose this amount of money. That's okay. I'm prepared to maybe lose it. I'm saying not that aggressively serious at all. Comfortably expendable. Enjoy the market. The trade were to move against you. Be prepared for that at all times and understand it must be an amount that's comfortably expendable. It's not going to ruin your day. You're going to show up to VIP. You're going to show up in the market tomorrow. You're going to make it. You're going to keep cruising, right? It ain't going to spoil your day, right? You don't want your family, your life, anything negatively affected by the market. It doesn't have to be negatively affected by the market. Look at some of these returns. You guys know this, 848%. Okay, now you say, well, that's just one trade. No, guys, we got multiple trades. Boom, 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 all over the map. Until you can do that consistently, and you can say, London, I can book 4 trades anytime I want to. Guys, that's the goal. As we look at pushing up out of this ascending triangulation, boom, to the upside. Nicely done. Those who are already in longs, a lot of VIP are in longs from lower levels. That 850% is there. Let's see. Lose momentum over the weekend. 1 hour is going to lose momentum over the weekend with the lower volumes. Okay, well, that's the thought there, Nick. Nick's going to tell everybody what's going to happen with the momentum, and over the weekend we all got it here. We got our golden what do we call them? What I want to call you something funny, but I can't get it on it. The in terms of momentum, again, what we covered earlier in the stream is the possibility for the daily. If you look at the daily MACD, this is what's important. Boom. Okay, for people who are in a underlying specific long, the specifics here in terms of that, and I appreciate the input. This is awesome. You got input like that, you can get a badge, brother. Get you a cell phone and get a badge. Nick, get a badge. VIP, no, I don't like saying that all the time. I don't like saying that all the time, Nick. Come on, bro, be cool. You former U.S. military, huh? Loud and proud, shout out, huh? Get it done, boy. Let's get it done. Get a badge. Level of resistance, level of support. Boom. On the daily time frame, right? Level of resistance, level of support on the daily. We're looking at a contraindication. We're looking at a potential, and it actually is a divergence as you look at the one fly in the ointment here is going to be the following. On the daily, we have a divergence between the MACD swinging positive and the actual price line patterning on the daily. because this has a bearish implication to it. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to target this specific apex right here. The agreement between the buyers and the sellers, buyers on support, sellers on resistance, okay, on this specific rising wedge. We're going to target the conclusion, this specific point, that conclusion of the demand function here to the extent that we're up and over it because it's failed to operate in line with expectations. Very easy. So this bearish feature here, we're going to be discussing, and we've already discussed, guys, this specific rollover into positive territory of the daily MACD. Okay, and this is just important for us to note this because it's not per se, as you see the MACD starting to roll positive, right? Nice action. However, it is a divergence between the MACD and the price line patterning. Okay, the price line meaning the price line chart, right? The price line chart patterning. It's a bearish expression, right? And you may say, okay, well, this is a patterning. It's going to be a wedge into a specific, right? Into a specific, let's say maybe it's going to formulate a bear flag. All right, that would be the other option. We'll give it some more room, and it just is in the process of formulating. It's going to move from a specific ascending wedge to a bear flag. That would be one of the interpretations, or just saying, well, we're actually going to target up to the 20 exponential moving average in line with that $23,000 zone on the daily, which would be a target. Guys, that would be a target in terms of making contact with that 20 on the daily, okay? But again, what is the framework? We want a target. Boom. Establish your target. Find your target. 2, what do you want? You need a pattern to get you to your target. Okay? So, A, we need to find a target. B, we need to find a pattern that can accomplish, get us to our target. I discussed this earlier, okay, in terms of the upside target. And then love the input, brother. Love the input. I know that you've been spending a lot of time trading, Nick. And I'm glad that you're trading Bitcoin. What's up? Nice. Good work. Good work. You and I were around, Doge earlier than I was, but me and my buddies, what was that, around like 007, something like that? I think you were triple or quadruple 07. That's good. And I hope you sunk all that cash into Bitcoin. There you go. For anybody in Doge, I know you were around at like 0.00001 on Dogecoin, and I hope you put all that money into Bitcoin. It's like, man, come on, it's like, but you don't want to say that really because by the time Doge got up, etc., it's like, well, Bitcoin then would have been high, so you wouldn't want to make that transfer depending upon when you get out of Doge. It's a funny conversation though. Looking at the level of resistance here on this channel formation, we got into the ascending triangulation, right? We got into flat top resistance because of one thing. Now, it's not a perfectly flat top. You want to see a perfectly flat top? You look at the NASDAQ right now in terms of where we are. You've got to talk about the NASDAQ. Forget the S&P. Forget the Dow. Okay? Forget those guys, the other components. Just forget about that stuff. Okay? You focus on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is the technological component of the market. Okay? It's the technological index. Okay? Technologically geared index. Nice ascending triangulation. Boom. That's the 15-minute. That's a nice flat top. You guys see that? That's nice, guys. That's within like, that's brilliant. I'm always looking for a flat top. You know that. Ascending line of support, flat top. Beautifully well done. A little bit of a preceding level here. We have the same parameters in play. Look at this preceding. All right, this wick here. The market's going to pay attention to that. They're going to pay attention to that. Okay, noted. To the extent that this is such a nice pattern, guys, it is sweet. What are we up and over? We're up and over a rising wedge. Very similar in terms of this rising wedge feature into an ascending triangulation, carrying over this specific line again to the level of resistance. You see, guys, just a nice pattern. Something to be excited about, without a doubt. So let me head back into the BTC. Let's just look at the positive price action. Where you guys at? I know that we're in the money right now, up 21,000. BTC certainly has us excited about $21,000 Bitcoin. You can tell a real trader, guys, because BTC has extremely excited about $21,000. Yes, right, $23,000. Just we wake up and that's what we want to do. And let's see what we got. Top that RSI. There we go. And you were at BTC in 2012. That's good. That's and Nick, you've been around a while. You've been around a while. That's a good thing. And it's good I know you, huh? Good I know you, because nobody talks in the VIP. They don't talk, Nick. I got to tell you, they don't talk in the VIP. It's restricted VIP exclusive access. It just is. So you gotta, I gotta tell you again, and I gotta mean it this time, boss. You need to join, and I only write this once, okay? You need to join VIP, and I'm gonna put that, Nick, and I just mean that, and I'm not gonna repeat it because it takes up time and technicals when you and I should be talking about technical framework and the trading that we're doing. We need to be trading. VIP are trading in the back all day long, Nick. All day long. We got good traders in the back, like guys that are killing it. So that's just it. What's up, bro? Specific amplitude, boom, boom. Also, we have an indicated inverse head and shoulders, right? Flat top, resistance, ascending line of support. Excited about the price action. Sure, just careful about a potential return to function here. Just if you're going to hammer into something, guys, it's just, I'm going to tell you this, buy on support, sell at resistance. Those are in the framework. J Mac in the house. What's up, Jay? What's up, brother? Nice to have you here. What's up, brother? Yo, nice that you're here tonight. We'll shout out to Jay. What's up, Jay? I'm going to see if I can find Jay. Let's look at Jay. What's up, Jay? Where are you at? J Mac in the house. Look at Jay. Boom, numero uno. What's up, Jay? My man, what's up? Big Dog Jay. Talked to you last night, Jay. It was a pleasure to talk to you in a bit of a rush. What's up, Jay? VIP in the house. Boom. My man, what's up, brother? Thanks for shouting out in the chat. And in terms of level of resistance, level of support, what we did today in the back, Jay, if you were there, we called this level of support. Boom. Beautiful entry. You were talking about that last night, Jay. We spoke about that for a while when we were setting you up on your first hedge, right? What do you look at in terms of the level of support? Is it on the hourly? Is it on the 15-second? Is it on the lower time frame? As we would discuss this, it's a perfect layover, Jay, into our conversation last night. And all the VIP, you need to listen to this. Period. You need to listen to this. Jay and I were talking about which time frame do you apply the support to. Okay, if you buy on support, sell at resistance, which time frame? This was an instance where we needed to back out and zoom out to the hourly. It just was to accurately capture the level of support. To the extent that this requires a little bit of experience, guys, okay? Because I called this in the back. I gave you guys this specific time frame here, but it was a parallel carry down from the top line resistance. Boom, boom. You guys got that, right? Parallel carry down, resistance, boom, to support. You see that? Now, what's important is the following, guys, is on the lower time frames. And please pay attention, Jay, as well as all the VIP. Okay? On the lower time frames, we have some differentiation here at this bottom level. Now, you didn't have that problem at the hourly, nor did you have it from the parallel carry down function, level of resistance, boom, carry down, bam. You see that, okay? In terms of that, just pay attention to this because you see this differentiation down here. This is what caught people by surprise. Like, well, we already broke down through our level of support. This thing's going down, bam. No. We caught it from that hourly, brought it over, and guys, in terms of a level of support and an entry point, and I said that we are on a level of support, period. Currently getting up and over that 200 on the hourly, 200 EMA. Hugely important. Hugely important. Next, we'll focus on the 4 hourly. Ideally, we want to contact the 100 and then the 200, right? That 100 EMA is currently at 23,000. Next hurdle would be that 25,800. At some point, you know this, on the 4 hourly, we'll get to the 200 EMA. One of two ways, guys, one of two ways. And what are those two ways? One way is that we will get price will traject to the upside, right, and hit on the 4 hourly, the 200 exponential moving average. The other way is for price to go sideways, and slowly the 200 exponential moving average will come down to us, right? So one of two options. Another dangerous conversation is a divergence. Oh, we have a MACD divergence. Ooh, all right. Everyone get excited. Everybody buy or sell, right? No. Because two things can happen when you have a divergence. What can happen? Let's say you have a divergence on the MACD or RSI. People get really excited about those. Oh, you know, and it sounds fancy, right? You wind up on CNBC because you were right about a macro divergence, and You can be wrong about everything else in the world, but you were right about a divergence, and it worked out in your favor. Okay, cool. The point is the following, guys. When you have a divergence in the RSI, let's say you were to have a bearish divergence or a bullish divergence. Oh, cool. Let me do this real quickly. I just saw that pop up in here. Let me go to profile. Let me go to edit profile. Let me give you that link right now, Nick. We're so excited, brother. I know that you trade. What's up? Nick's gonna join VIP. You're gonna love it, bro. That's the #1 group without a doubt. I'm gonna put join. Boom, and that should be the link right there to get you to VIP. And I know that you're busy. I know that you trade. You need rig help, whatever you need, brother. I got you. I've known you for a while, so we'll get all that worked out. But slam into that link, and then that'll give you the option for the VIP. Make sure you join. And yeah, Nick would be a great addition to VIP. We've been around for a while now, Nick. We've had some huge players, etc. And we're just got some big dogs in the hunt. So it'll be fun. It'll be natural. It'll be the important thing to do. Boom. Hey, look at him go. That didn't take long, did it? Guys, we got some no, Nick, you joined the wrong level. You joined Basecamp. You got to join VIP. Dang it. Now we got to do this again. You did it quickly. You got to join VIP as top level of membership. We still have to say congratulations and welcome. You're in Basecamp. Congratulations, Nick Balls. What's up? The real Nick Balls. We're going to go ahead and feature him. We're going to talk about divergence, a very important discussion on divergence, but I got to let you know, Nick, it's VIP. You got to join the VIP link. That's crucial. You got to join that VIP link. It's not the Basecamp. Basecamp is where people start, so you got to join VIP. Basecamp is intro. Let me put that. Basecamp is intro. Basecamp is introductory level, but VIP is top level with the group in the back, the traders. Let me do that. Put this in here right now because I know you're trying to hit the button. It's like, come on, man, and I appreciate you doing that. Nice welcome, yeah. But yeah, you want to hang out with us in the back. It's a cool crew. We got some good traders. We got some big timers in the back. You're gonna like it. I was gonna point out Nick. Let's point out Nick since he's joined our Basecamp. What's up? But yeah, you need to hit. You got to upgrade now. You have to go back and figure out the little upgrade button. Nick, ball. Let's see. I'm not sure. I can. Let me see if I can pull this over on the side real quickly, and let me see if I can get this done and just bring your profile up because we want to say, hey, what's up? It's been a while that I've known Nick, and we were in the same circles around Doge. Yeah, he kind of saw a lot of things happen in 2020. Was it 2021? And one of those was us getting our feet wet in putting groups together and putting together the entirety of the team for our trade group, for VIP, for Bitcoin Spike, etc. Yeah, and streaming Doge, streaming Bitcoin, etc. And it's just incredible, guys, that we would have him with us. Let's look at him. And big old Nick, what's up? Former, I believe, Marine in the house. What's up? Hoorah. What's up, boy? What's going on? This is Nick. What's up, Nick? Yeah, we're going to have to lift together, too. I don't know if you know about that, but I've been hitting the iron hard. Every day I hit the iron for 2 or 3, 4 hours. So we're going to have to hit that iron together. But that's Nick, guys. Welcome, Nick, to VIP. As soon as he joins VIP, he only joined. Let me see what we got. What did he say here? I'm heading to bed at the moment, but hit me up on Twitter. And so we can chat. Okay, cool. I only saw one option on the link. Okay, no worries. Let's see. Long only. What is this? Not sure what all we got going on. We got some influencer there, but yeah, we got Nick Balls. Congratulations. I'll DM you. We'll get it done, and we're gonna have fun. It's summertime, 2022. We'll get that get the whole thing rolling. Go to bed, get some rest. Always eat well, sleep well. Make sure that you take care of those relationships that are outside of the market, and take care of the relationships that you have inside the market. Welcome, Nick, to Basecamp, and we'll get you up in VIP very shortly, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a better group with you. We're excited to have you, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. What's up, Nick? Yo, what's up, Nick? Yo, my man. Congratulations, brother. It's gonna be fun, and yeah, VIP. We get to know, welcome Nick to the group. It's gonna be fun. So we'll look at the level of support. We were talking about divergences, RSI divergences. Very important Because what does it mean? When we have, for instance, when we have price dropping, please pay attention to this, guys. This is crucial. When we have price dropping, let's say price is going down, but we have RSI going up. Boom. You guys know if we were to have price going down, RSI going up, well, then we have a bullish divergence. We have price dropping with a MACD that's going up. Bullish divergence. One of two things can occur, guys. Price can go up to correct the divergence, or what else can happen? Or MACD can just start going down. Okay, so you have one of two things. A, price can correct. B, MACD can correct. Okay, so watch it, guys. You have, I won't say a 50-50 shot, because divergences can play well. But if it were really over a 50% on any time frame you wanted, we'd be trading divergences all day long. That's all we'd focus on, guys. The MACD can change or the price can change. Price can go up or MACD can go down. Just pay attention to that. A lot of people don't focus on that, and that's just hugely important. We focus on that in VIP. You guys know that in the back in terms of the trade group. Welcoming Nick Balls. What's up, brother? To base camp. We'll get everything else worked out. And good luck with the 2 houses, everything else you got going on, Nick. That's a big deal, bro. You got a lot to transition going on, etc. So we'll get all that. We'll get through all that stuff, and we'll get through it as a team. It's gonna be fun. You'll see what VIP is all about. You're like, man, I should have joined a long time ago. But everything a good time. Everything a good time, and it's a good time to join. So we'll get that done. Ascending triangulation. Boom to the upside. Looking for this move. I'll just say this, guys. I'm extremely excited about the VIP already being in trades. You guys know this. You know this, and you know the right trade team to be on. It's just like, yeah, you guys are doing good. Even VIP, you're like, yeah, it's going well. Jay, it was great to talk to you last night. I had a lot of fun just talking to you as quickly as I could, and like I was getting pushed around a little bit. I was like, I gotta go stream. I was like, okay, I'm going to stream, but was excited to talk to you, and I'm really excited to see what all you got in terms of the development, etc. 2022 is going to be a big year for you, Jay, and a big year for VIP, guys. We have a massive. This is the one thing I'm going to tell you. We have a massive expectation. Let's look at the massive expectation we had up and above. All right, that was on the candle wicks. That was in and along the level of here, guys. Dang it. This specific ascending triangulation here. You guys remember this flat top resistance, ascending line of support. Multiple times, guys, we trajected like nobody's business up into this, pushed down through the level of support around that 30,000, 31,000, 32,000. Right into that specific 200 exponential on the 4-hourly. Dang it, right? We were so ready to go, guys. Boom to the upside. We had an upside target. Again, 1, find your target. 2, find the pattern to get to your target. So this target didn't engage to the upside because the pattern failed, right? We didn't get the breakout. Very easy. We didn't get the breakout to the upside. So when we talk about, right, deja vu, ascending triangulation, we got to cover this before we tap out here. Top line resistance, ascending line of support within the dynamic of a preceding levels of resistance, pivots, right? You can call a specific candle wick that represents a maximum resistance level preceding a pivot as well. It's a pivot, it's a wick, it's a pivot, right? A resistance. So we have an implied micro. Given this ascending line of support with a macro potential level of resistance, we'd love to see this feature come into play, okay, in terms of definitely right now we have this micro feature. We'd be happy for this to come into play as well. This is going to be a variable zone in here. We're going to have to take this, we're going to have to take it step by step. We're going to have to recognize this channel formation internal here as a potential level of resistance. If it could coincide, let's say coincide with the specific level of resistance here and the level of resistance here of the channel framework and the preceding highs, we're in business, guys. Boom. We got this exactly the way we want it. I'm going to tell you, we'll see that micro to macro expression quite well if this area were to get recognized by both the channel traders and the top line resistance traders. Let's get that. If you guys can make a few phone calls, get that worked out, that'd be great. What are we also on is going to be the 100 on the 4-hourly. So it's a natural level of resistance and a natural target as well, right? A natural target and a natural level of resistance is that 100 in red on the 4-hourly. So we have things to look up to, all right? And I bring this up here because in the preceding zone, we were looking up as well. And I just bring that up not to be overly bearish, not at all to be overly bearish, just to put things in context, right? We have some upside targets. Putting this into context is just perfect, because looking at that top line resistance, ascending line of support in between that zone of 25 to 32.5, we just didn't get the breakout. Boom, to the upside. We traded this line of support. We traded this line of support right now. So what we need is, and you guys got it, we need a breakout of this micro formation here. And I'm going to put it in the context of the micro ascending triangulation. Boom, right? We need a breakout of this specific zone. We didn't get one up and above, right? We ran into the 200 exponential on the 4 hourly. Okay, so that was the death knell, boom, to the downside. Here, we're going to run into the 100. I'm going to say here in terms of the 100 on this macro feature up and above. If we go to the 1 hourly, we can try and dial in essentially some additional parameters that we would look at in terms of what on the 1 hourly, is there any specific level of resistance EMA that we'd be running into in this zone. Looks like we'd be up and over that 200. That would be a nice level and feature to get up and above. We're going to trade the breakout of this. I know a lot of VIP are in longs right now. If anything, we'd be cutting shorts at this point. I have an insurance trade from this zone here. That's a short. I may be cutting that short. I may be literally cutting that, okay, to the extent that it would break even. Just an insurance trade, right? And I say that to cover a nice long, just an entry with some cash, boom, to get into a position to cover the potential for a fall out here, right? And we discuss those things as VIP, guys. You know that in the back, etc. What I'll tell you is, guys, it's been a pleasure to talk to you tonight. I'm excited about this specific pattern. We have been in this circumstance recently. It's been difficult for the bulls to really get that momentum going. Nick did bring up terms of the weekend, in terms of momentum, etc. We're looking for volatility during the weekend. That's what we're looking for. It's almost like the weekend we get to play and nobody really is going to in the market, and nobody's really going to report home, right? It's the way it is. Like Bitcoin, the price can kind of do what she needs to do. She can go up or down on low volume. She could do, guys. She could play. She could get busy, right? We have had a lot of success in VIP over the last several weeks, and it's just like one thing we get to look forward to. It's like it's the weekend because tons of price action, tons of gains. She was down 15% was that last weekend. So boom, we love those days. We love it, guys. Looking at the level of this channel formation, mind the channel top level resistance. That's a target. This specific framework of 1. Let's do the stair step here. Level 1, the ascending triangulation to get us up over level of resistance here, right? To complete the specific level 2, right? If we have a level 1 is this micro formation here in terms of the ascending triangulation. Look at that again. See the blue ascending triangulation. Look at this on a big screen TV. Make sure that I don't repeat that to you and you don't just put it on a big screen TV. You'll see this stuff so much easier, guys. Then this flat top resistance ascending line of support on this second pattern. All right, so we're in the micro, pushing to the macro with a potential for even, and I'd say the micro, we went over this a few days ago, the micro to the intermediary to the potential, or the intermediate to the potential even further macro with an established, forecasted and implied additional flat top resistance, which could get up and out over that level, but it also could frustrate there. We'll look at the targets, guys. We'll do a quick video to update you, but this is London. I'm excited about the trades at VIP and just to update. Jay, want to say, hey, what's up? Nice to talk to you yesterday, without a doubt. Let's look at CNBC real quickly. What do we got on CNBC? Let's look at the rise slightly as Wall Street looks to snap its losing streak. That's good. Up just a touch. There's strong patterns, guys. NASDAQ is looking sweet. It's a nice pattern. It could fail that ascending triangulation we looked at, but it's a nice pattern, guys. Really, really a nice pattern. So you guys know this. We'll talk to you guys soon. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I'll cut you a video to the extent that need be, but it was a good stream. It was nice to have you all in the mix. We want to welcome Nick Balls. What's up, Nick, my man? Let's just shout out to you again. Let me see. Nick Ball's just joining. What's up? Old friend of mine from Doge Days last year. What's up, Nick? In the house. Mr. Olympia. That would be nice. We'd like to see Mr. Olympia on the map. If you could make your state level, then we'll kick it into the Mr. Olympia that's got to happen, man. It's just competition, man. It's no big deal. That's easy, you know. It's easy. I just pack on about 40, 50 pounds of lean muscle mass and go to get on up there, right? No problem, no problem. So as we look at this, guys, we have this micro to the intermediate to the macro potential here, and we've got a good look for the bulls. Boom. I would like to have, I'm going to encourage you guys to do this, actually. Before I explain that, any day that you're a little uncertain about the direction of the market, any day that you're like, I need to get some sleep, but I have to watch the market, I'm going to just recommend, like what I did last night, is like, you know what, I'm looking at the golden pocket, 19.2. I have 2 longs, guys, already. I have 2 longs, but I can set orders below. I can relax, okay? The odds of hitting it, I'm going to tell you this. It would have taken a real deep dig to go down and hit those levels. But that's just what I did. I slept well. You guys know that. So anytime that you're really caught up, you're overly involved in the market, you need to sleep well. Set your targets below, guys. Relax. Get a good night's sleep. It's crucial. I talk to traders all the time. Rest is so important. Such an important part of your psychological health. Just the market will get you sideways between the fear and greed and you being the master of the universe, which is no problem in doing that. You guys know that. In the market, you got to know you're going to win, period. You got to have that level of confidence. But the lack of sleep is just a curveball that you don't need, guys. It's one of those facets you don't need. So rest well with orders below, period, always. And you can't look at the chart right now and say anything but it looks beautiful. The only catch would be a bit of a rising wedge on the, let's go into the daily, right? And we would just reinforce this. The extent to which we would normally see a rising wedge with more of a slope on it to the upside, I recognize that. To the extent that we have a relatively flat, and this will be the question, okay? The extent to which we would require a really slanted up rising wedge bearish feature. But we don't have a flat, per se. We don't have a flat top. If we had a flat top here, resistance, it would be an ascending triangulation, very bullish. We don't have that. We do not have that. So this is very important to recognize that we have a bearish feature on the specific daily chart. For the VIP, this is for you guys, okay? This is for you guys. On the daily inverted, and people can come and go through the room if they don't understand this, no problem, okay? On the inverted, let's look at this real quickly. And let me see if I can zoom out back through and replace some of the framework of what we were looking at. Let me invert this now. Okay, now I want to look at the levels that we're dealing with in terms of the specific wedges, the rising wedges or the falling wedges. Let's take a look at this, and let me go to the lines real quickly. Because we're over or under a specific wedge, and this is going to be dependent on, I'm going to say this is going to be dependent on the exchange that you're looking at. This makes this difficult, guys. If you've noticed, the Coinbase chart is about the most compliant chart you're going to find right now in terms of the expression of the target of the bear flag on the macro. Note that I just said that, guys. Okay? The Coinbase chart, surprisingly, is one of the most compliant charts right now for Bitcoin. You guys know this? The Coinbase chart? Yeah, the Coinbase chart, right? So, what do we have here? VIP know this to be very, very familiar territory as we would look at this. Okay, I'm going to put a specific level 1 wedge. Okay, now this specific wedge didn't break the way it should have. I'm just going to tell you guys this. This specific wedge didn't break the way it should have. It just didn't. It was a descending wedge. It should have broken, boom, to the upside. So that's a frustration. That's noted. Because it didn't break the way it should have, we target, boom, that specific conclusion of the demand function. Bam, and we'll make this exact. But guys, the level of support, buyers on support, level of resistance, that demand function literally has a calculated, guys, a calculated value that it arrives at. The demand between the buyers and the sellers on resistance, guys, buyers on support, has a literal calculable conclusion, answer to it. Boom, what's that exact point? Okay, that's the conclusion of the demand function. That's essentially that end point. Okay, the agreement where the buyers and the sellers were heading. Right. So if we're underneath that specific function, we're going to target that because it didn't fall in line with expectations. that agreement between the buyers and the sellers was a bullish agreement, essentially. So at least target this. And you guys in the back, you're steeped in this discussion. I know that in terms of VIP, and challenge you who are not to look into the framework. Definitely look into the framework of this. Start targeting. And for anyone who has any question about it, be like, oh, I don't know about that. And if you don't know about that, you need to look back through 2021. Just look at some of the and all of the lower time frames. There's some not some catches to it, but you have to understand targeting, right? First of all, you find a target. Then you find and I'd say the resistance, the sellers at resistance, the buyers at support, right? Big pour out of this specific falling wedge, right? So we would target this specific apex. Once we're down and under, what do we need to get us to any target? We need a pattern formation to get us, boom, to the target. We found a small pattern here under 30,000, 29,750. We caught in the back, boom. So we caught that target to the upside. Now, I'm bringing this up because it involves a level 1 and a level 2 demand. Let's say demand function, level of support, level of resistance, but wedge, falling wedge number 1. So we're currently, and I like to flip this to give some perspective and to challenge, guys, your biases. Because we have a specific, let's say a rising wedge, it's actually a falling wedge, but then we have a secondary wedge feature here. So we're too deep, literally too deep into wedges. And for VIP that know what it's like to be too deep, it gets difficult to maintain these. You guys know that? It gets difficult to push down. If we were to push down into really, as we would look at from this preceding level of support, level of resistance, we could back off this for one moment. But looking at the potential to go really 3 deep, if we were to somehow get below this one, this really gets into some buying opportunities, guys, in terms of a potential slingshot back, because we see the slingshot frequently just being too deep. And I mean, by too deep, I'm talking about the number of wedges that we're seeing compound down. It is an acceleration with continual violations of demand functions between buyers and sellers, buyers and sellers, buyers and sellers. And Bitcoin just likes to re-hit these. I'll tell you, likes to touch back up into these. We have days where we hit 4 and 5 targets, just bam, 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 bam on flash trades. So some days it's extremely, extremely beneficial for us to focus on those. And depending upon the pattern formation that we're in, we could, for instance, in this zone here, don't even talk about it, guys. How many targets were hit in this zone? Don't even talk about it. Just automatic, period. In this zone here, just to talk about it, guys. Don't even ask about it. How many targets were hit in this zone? Don't even question it. Don't even question. Was every target hit in this zone? I mean, what, 20, 30 plus targets? Boom, 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 boom. Unbelievable levels of accuracy. You cannot ignore the framework of the targeting system. You just can't. It would be really foolish to do it. And we'll focus on some of the details, some of the parameters of the targeting techniques in terms of, well, right now I want you to focus on A, you find a target, B, find a pattern to get you to the target. Okay, that's the framework that I want to put it into for right now. But do understand that we are beyond and trying to currently recover into this descending wedge. So it'd be a nice move for BTC to get into that wedge with an ascending triangulation. Would have preferred to have done it from the 786. Bottom line on the macro. You guys know that, right? You guys know that. So what I'll say, guys, is we'll get in the back. I'll cut you a video if need be, but that's where we're at right now. We're cutting back into this specific feature here, right? And that's a nice look, really is, isn't it, guys, in terms of that specific descending framework, that descending wedge. And we're just about to cut back up into it with an ascending triangle. So that's nice. That's nice. It's about within the realm of expectations, isn't it, guys? For VIP in the back, like that'll do. That would be a nice move for Bitcoin, and that's going to be a great move for us to trade. So what I tell you, guys, I'll be in the back with you. I appreciate all your time tonight. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I want to make sure also that, of course, you know on that 4 hourly we are pushing into, you got it, a rising wedge along with that daily function. Pay attention to this, because if we can traject up and over on the And I know we're all in longs, guys. If the demand is there and the NASDAQ pops tomorrow like we think it's going to, the pattern framework is there, guys. It's almost a perfect pattern framework. Just understand, we would look forward to targeting this to the downside. Boom. Let's get up and over. Let's look forward to targeting that from the downside. Maybe on the 4 hourly, we could get up into it'd just be incredible if we get up to that 200 exponential moving average. Yeah, the 26,000, that 200 exponential moving average on the 4 hourly. Then let's target that sucker to the downside. That would be optimal. That would be huge. That'd be 15%. We'd take another one of those. Take a crack at that, guys. So this is London with Bitcoin Spike. Thanks so much, guys, for everything. And Nick, so excited that you joined our base camp. We'll get you settled away in the VIP. And guys, it's going to be a great addition to the VIP family. We're going to have a lot of fun in the summer 2022. You guys be good. We'll talk to you soon. Great trades. Just shout out again. We have Nick joining today. Boom. What's up, Nick? And yeah, top trades. Jay, nice to see you again in the back. Good talking to you yesterday. Venus, look at Venus. What's up, Venus? Hello, hubby. What's up? What's going on, Venus and family? There's Nick again. Let's see what else we got. What I'll say is, there we go. What's that? That was short o'clock. That was Pathfinder, 130%. Nice to see that, Path. Hope you're doing well. 848% current trade. Want to see that get into, that's my trade. I want to see that get into 4 digits. We got to get that to 10x at least. Guys, it's London with Bitcoin Spike. We'll talk to you soon.